Welcome to Talk Time with the Don Nelly and friends. Now, with today, we're going to dive deep in. This is our second episode. Now, due to multiple audio failures, this episode will strictly be audio recorded. However, you still will gain the same experience. Now, we're going to dive deep in with our topic for our episode 2 is called transparency versus privacy. However, we always like to start our shows off with introducing everyone. Now, you guys all know I'm Nelly Nell the Don, Nelly Nell the Don, talk show, TTD, Don with Nelly. We also have
Dom, 1x pure underscore 24.
Black fan, Mr. Nobody. That's all. That's it.
follow us on all socials. We're on everything. So if you type in "Talk Time with the Don Nelly," you will be able to find us. However, the date for today is May 26th. We're gonna dive deep in. Now, I'm gonna start off by saying, in life, we are placed into different situations where you have the opportunity to be transparent or private. In what situation do you choose to be honest or dishonest, or as society would say, private? Now, for me, I'm going to start off by saying a lot of people tend to confuse transparency and privacy with just the opportunity to be able to lie. But I'm going to ask my friends some questions. We're going to dialect a little bit. Everybody's going to get to say like how they feel about things, and then we'll live stream and we'll get our fans' opinion as well. Now, when you start off talking to someone and you're dating, at what point do you begin to be transparent within a dating world? So, question number one, I'm going to ask Dom and AKA Mr. Nobody. When first meeting someone, do you believe the starting point of beginning to be transparent is like from the moment that you meet them, or is there a time frame for you?
Well, when meeting someone, especially if you want to like date, it's the first stage, and that's called the honeymoon stage. So I feel like when we are in that honeymoon stage, it's all about fun, it's all about the vibes. It is about getting to know one another. But as far as like just off the bat, nobody's gonna be transparent. We just stuck in that honeymoon phase.
Well, dang, wait a minute, Dom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you chime in, Black. So when you first meet somebody, you got like a time limit on when you transparent, or do you feel like too early, maybe too soon sometimes?
I feel like there's different levels to transparency. I feel like the first level is my name, age, number, the basics. And then stage 2, that's further along in a relationship. We have to build to that. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and when I say build to
no,
that,
I get it.
let's say like the last episode, the first 3 months. I always feel like the first 3 months of dating or a relationship is the honeymoon phase. You don't really know what that person is like under pressure. You don't know what that person is like when they're angry or when they're really going through the different seasons in their life. You don't know how they react.
So I don't know. Like I'm gonna let Black speak his like how he feel on that. When you first meeting someone, do you believe that there's a starting point when it's too early to be transparent?
Well, when I first get into a little situation or talking to somebody, I'm expecting transparency. You feel me? Let me know everything from the jump, so I can know if you got the job or not, type shit. You feel me? I feel like yeah. Like basically, if you come into the situation bearing up front, it's up to me just to listen to see what's flawed or what's real or not, type shit. But I'm expecting like you coming in the door. Like I want like if the shoes on the other foot, I will let you know everything so you could feel comfortable, type shit. Or you know what I mean, like your mind made up. You feel me?
So you saying within the first 3 dates or the first 3 link-ups,
listen, the first day.
how transparent are you though?
The first day.
That's why I feel like it's levels to it.
I I honestly
depend on
don't
people.
though.
It depend on
Like
people.
I really like. So I'm a disagree with you on this one, Dom, because I feel like that kind of like takes it to like the poker face in a sense. Like if you out here wearing a poker face, nobody would never truly know who you are, and it could like make things jaded. Like for like when you are taking those stages with like beginning to get to know somebody and going up into the relationship phases. Have I didn't engage in like certain like situations with people? Yes. If I feel like a person is putting on too much of a poker face and trying to like portray their life, even if they're trying to overly glorify their life, or if like their life isn't what I want it to be, I don't want to like be entertained with someone for 3 months and then I find out like who you like. The person could be putting themselves off as being this successful paid man, and then once you get to like you that 3 months in, he putting on that poker face, and then you
Can
find
I
out
add on one thing? People lie on their resume a lot, so you feel me? Transparency.
true.
exactly that's true.
Yeah, but I feel like it's still levels to transparency because I'm not going to tell you my full life story on like the first
It's a
couple days.
respect
I'm
thing.
not
A
getting,
respect thing. You feel me?
So the only reason why I say that and
Yeah.
like it like
I
really I believe like transparency begin in the beginning, because when you don't, it opens up the door for other levels of betrayals and lies. And I mean, we'll get into that.
It will remind you of that simple game everybody know, like having the ups on somebody type shit. You feel
Exactly.
me? That's all.
So, like for me, if I find out, like, and I mean, we'll get into that in later episodes, because definitely you guys would like be soon hearing like my life's autobiography, and of course I'm gonna allow my friends to like tell their different stories as well. However, when you first meet somebody, it's your job just to be who you are. If they can't accept you for who you are, then you might don't want to be with that person that much. And the only reason why I say that is because, for the most part, by outward look, a person will assume like, oh yeah, she's fast. Oh yeah, she's this, she's that whole time. Like, I homeschool my kids. I'm home every day. Like, the online world versus the real world, you're two totally different people. Like the online world would think like, child, I'm probably out here having sex with this person, that person,
The
and
online
like
world is just a world of make believe. You could be whoever it is that you want to be.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's so important, especially for me. Like I don't really have much family, so if I'm out here making friendships, building relationships, I expect whoever it is that I'm dealing with, whoever it is that I'm talking to, I truly expect them to like shit. Like if you fucked up, like let me know you fucked up. Like not even just that, like it's a lot of like other shit that goes on like in the beginning of like with dealing with somebody. Like and you have to be transparent with it. Like, and I mean I'm kind of jumping off topic, but I am still on topic. The STD rate is crazy in Philadelphia. It's crazy, period.
Absolutely.
So if you can't be transparent enough to be like, hey, yo, this is my chart, like it would never work, because there are people out here that's lying, putting on those poker faces, and they ruining people's lives that does not have those situations. So transparency, this is why I started off with that question. I believe it starts the moment that you tell me your name. Like,
Okay, well, on the STD parts, I definitely, I'm going to agree to disagree. Well, I'm going to say 50-50, because I do agree. Like, if you definitely burning with something that you can't get rid of, I would like to know that before we go any further. However, if the relationship, like, I don't know, like, the relationship, let's say when the sex do comes, then, like, because say, I don't know, it depends on how fast you got, like, the person you're moving with. Like, it depends on how fast you're moving. I still feel like there's definitely, like, say if you meet someone and
So you like the mystery game?
No, I wouldn't say the mystery game. I definitely believe, like I said, it's levels. Because me, I'm not going to tell you my full life story. Now, important stuff like STDs, or like if I got a baby daddy, a crazy baby daddy, like something that'll affect the other person's life too while dealing with me, yes, I believe that I should be very much transparent. But as far as like, I feel like certain personal stuff, that's why I feel like when I say level to being
but personal
transparent.
as far as what?
When I say personal, like as to why I am the way I am. Like if you ever wonder about like, oh well, why she always like when she get upset, why she always go above and beyond when she get upset?
No,
or
so
like
that's your life story though. Like one thing as like within our age bracket, and like just completely, we gotta be comfortable with being able to like speak on those life traumas, like, cause that's where the autobiographies is gonna come in it, like those storytelling episodes. But you gotta be able to be comfortable with living in the skin that you in, or you're gonna be out here like hurting people.
Right.
I was
So
gonna
that's
say, like,
definitely something to think of.
age, like, as far as the age we at right now, like transparency shit is important because like time being wasted, that's like heavy. You feel
That's
me?
true.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
believe in
understand.
the time wasted, but I gotta stand on like it's levels to it. It's levels towards about being transparent. It's levels.
So what you saying is levels. That kind of goes into like it goes into like a different topic, but it's like a repeated cycle in a sense. And like when you in that repeated cycle of like, oh, I'm not gonna tell them everything because I don't want them to think this. That's misleading. So as much as like, you'll be like, oh, well, why did he lie to me about this? You gotta always think back to, okay, this is topic number one, question number one.
Yeah, but say if I'm on the first 2 dates or something, like, and then I feel like, you know what, this ain't even gonna work. I feel like that would have been a waste of time. I'm telling you everything about me, and then we ain't even gonna go nowhere. It's like a waste of time.
So
as well.
that's where you
Right,
gotta
that's
kind of like,
important, though. You
yeah,
feel me?
you
That's important,
gotta
like,
be able to
I mean-
like figure that out, like pull that out. Like, I mean, after I go out with somebody one time based off of those conversations, I could already know, like, all right, dang, I'm not gonna, excuse me, I'm not gonna talk to that person ever again in life. So I just feel like transparency, it starts in the beginning.
All right, so let me ask you this: on like the first couple of days for you, if you met a new person, a new guy or a new woman, what's like? What is it like when you say I'm being transparent? What specifically is you being transparent about?
Everything.
Are you example?
Like,
Yeah, give me an
what-
example. Y'all want to know?
All right, I got an example, right? I dealt with some shorties and shit like that. You feel me? Like me and them and all that. I couldn't put the puzzle, like the pieces together to figure out like they was escorts. You feel me? So like, if the motherfucker would have told me, I could have put my feelings aside type shit and just been like a friend. You feel me? Instead of being like salty. You feel me?
I feel
That type shit. Like, that go back to the reality and what you say, the reality
Versus the social
media.
media to make the world a make believe.
Like on a social joint, you look like a whole dickhead because you thinking that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
The boo thing.
Yeah.
In reality, everybody.
Somebody
you feel
else,
me?
yeah.
That's
Cause
the
niggas be
streets.
flexing like they got it like that on
But
the
that-
gram and in the real world.
That's
And
true.
ain't it?
So let's go into our next question. Our next question is, do you believe you should be transparent, like with your whole life minus the filters? Like, cause I feel like a lot of the time people would tell you like you said, basically like what they want you to know. Like, so it it further carries like that narrative of like, your social media life versus your real world life.
Right.
So how do y'all feel about that?
I mean, how do I feel about that though? Usually people keep them joints separate and shit, but I try to tend to like, you know what I mean,
I feel like you could.
keep it the same. You feel me? Like, I don't know how to put it.
I mean, I hope I don't sound like I play games, but when you say filter, I mean like I just don't feel just me. Maybe it's just me. I just don't feel comfortable telling a person 100% about myself if it's not gonna be
So
no
like,
more. You know?
So
Like,
and I'm kind of
like,
jumping
I don't-
off.
Like, okay, you know how people refer to themselves as like, oh, I'm like an onion. I got layers. There's layers to me.
So do you think
You
you
feel what I'm
should?
saying?
A lot of people that's out here, not even to cut you off, down,
Yeah.
but a lot of people that's out here, y'all gotta focus on healing before y'all date, because you can't be out here like trying to meet someone and want to be transparent, but they're like they gotta unpeel the layers that somebody else built upon you. Now, I'm not saying be vulnerable, but I am saying like that transparent level, it trickles down into later on like marriage, like serious relationships, and it get kind of like held over your head like a weight in a sense.
Right.
And you're like, damn, like where the hell did this come from, or why is this going on? You cannot figure it out, but you can figure it out because at the end of the day, you always got to reflect on, you know what, in the beginning, I was doing this and I was doing that. And then it just becomes like a nasty, repeated cycle that just never goes anywhere. So, next question. If you do not start off being transparent, do you believe it will overall affect the relationship?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Explain, elaborate.
Because
y'all.
whatever in the dark is going to come to light. Whatever in the wash going to come out in the rinse. So you can try to hide it
Basically,
as long as you want. It's going to resurface eventually.
Because if a motherfucker got to find on their own, it's going to be a
Exactly.
ball game for you type shit. Like, ain't going to look at you the same. Your character basically destroyed after that, you feel me? On that type of time.
Especially if it's something that's like serious. Like if I find out you got herpes on my own, like that's gonna be a problem where I got a HIV or something along those lines, or I find out you hiding kids and now all of a sudden your baby mom at our front door because we done moved in together and she got your location and stuff.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like that transparent shit is really, really deep when it comes to like just different levels and stuff. Now, do you think it's okay to be fully transparent in a relationship, in a marriage, or do you believe some privacy is needed?
I feel like some privacy, as long as it's respectful, can
But-
stay private.
Like,
Let me thinking of an example. Like for example, right? I'm gonna speak on relationships. Like, say if I'm out and I seen the ex today, and he like, oh damn, what's up? You look good. You know, he want to rekindle it. But if I'm like, no, I'm married. I'm on to I'm good. If it was respectful, you know what I'm saying? Then like, I don't think I shouldn't have to report that. Oh babe, I ran into an ex today. Now he's gonna start getting questioned, and now he's gonna start coming up with different ideas, and vice versa. Because I'm gonna think like, damn, well, what else happened?
But listen,
Now-
it's
but if it
also
was
good.
innocent,
It's good for
I
you
don't
to
wanna
let
know.
the nigga know, cause like,
I believe it's good to let them know too.
say if you don't, you feel me? He might go spin that story from seeing you type shit. You feel me? And the simple fact you letting him know, he's like, all right.
But it was
A
innocent,
nigga won't have
like
an up on you type shit. You feel me? That's all it's about, having an up game on each other type shit. Like,
And that's
I
a
feel
big
that.
thing.
That is big.
Like, you never
'cause-
want to give like the next
the
person.
trust,
one
the
up.
trust
That's
thing,
true.
that's gonna be everything. You
I
feel
feel
me?
like that's probably my problem. Now that I'm sitting here and having this conversation, I'm doing a little bit of self-reflection, and it got me thinking like, damn, you know, when you've been one up on before, like when somebody had one up on you, your plan is always, oh, I'm never gonna let somebody come up one up on me again.
Hurt people, hurting
Hurt
people. Yeah.
I just realized I gotta work on that. Let me note that down. I gotta work on that.
When you be you, right? And somebody accept you for that. I mean, that shit
I
like,
feel like I could-
like Mission Impossible right there. You good,
Yeah,
you feel me?
yeah, like it's like can't nobody say you did something, can't nobody hold nothing against you, none of that shit. Like
It's
you
like
just,
being on a run type shit. You ain't trying to be looking over your shoulders, you feel me? If somebody, they know to fool you, they
It's
wanna
like
have
you
you,
can't
they
run
wanna
from
have
nothing,
you, they wanna have
yeah.
your back to the fullest, you feel me? Ain't
That's
nobody say nothing because they already know you
That's
for
true.
real.
Because I remember, for example, my baby day, he got into a car accident, and I didn't find out about it until the lady called me up. Yo, you owe me this, that, and the third. Your boyfriend ran into my car, and I called him like, yo,
I
why
bet you
this
was-
lady
you probably was
saying
thinking
this?
some other shit.
Huh?
You thinking some other shit? Because he ain't tell you about the accident?
Yeah, I'm thinking like, damn. Oh no, this is a perfect example. One time he came on with a flat tire. I'm like, well, damn, why you ain't tell me? Why I gotta go out and find out? You know?
but that's what I'm saying. It's always something small
Yeah.
oh, excuse me,
That could be so big.
that can be translated so big. So again, could keeping things private in a relationship damage transparency and trust? The hell yeah. Y'all basically
I'm
just
gonna change my
answered-
answer. Yes, yes,
that's what I'm
yes,
saying.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay, now you had to think about
I
it.
had
right?
to. We had to talk about it.
When is it okay not to be transparent when you're in a relationship and a marriage?
Well, like we just discussed, it's always good to be transparent. So.
I don't know. That question,
Especially in marriage. Like if you're married, like this is your partner. You shouldn't. Should be your go-to, your
all right,
backbone.
if your partner's got like relatives, friends trying to get in your business, just I guess tamper with shit.
Nope, that's not what I mean, y'all.
Or
I'm talking towards one another. Outsiders don't
Oh,
match.
then no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a straight go. Transfer is a straight go for me. You feel me? Ain't no tucking high and that type shit. Like, you fuck with me, you not type shit. That's how it is. Like,
Now, why do y'all think in our age group, privacy is an excuse for a reason to be misleading?
That right there to mislead.
you talking about like at our age right now?
Like
type
in
shit?
our age bracket, like a lot of people, and I know I done cut people off. Shit, main reason why like I'm currently in my own divorce process. Like people will use privacy as an excuse to like basically like, oh, I didn't have to tell you that. And it's like, bro, we supposed to be a union.
yeah.
You should have told me that. Why do people in our age bracket think it's okay
I mean-
to keep things private, especially from a significant other?
You
Either
don't gotta know every details of certain shit, but you can get the full glimpse of like what a nigga got going on type shit. You feel me?
Explain.
Or I use my brother for example type shit. You feel me? He incarcerated type shit, so I will let motherfuckers know type time a nigga will be on for supporting the jails, but not full details type shit. You feel me? That like you never
you'll
know.
get-
Like you might don't last long. You might start
Doing
running
some
your
weird
mouth type
shit.
shit. You feel me? So everything. I mean, it's good to let them know certain shit, but not everything. You feel me? Not the whole playbook. Cause you don't know their true intentions. You feel me?
and if
It
they're
might be steps to that. You feel me? They might
Yeah.
gotta earn certain.
and
jobs, you
it might
feel
be
me?
something that they hide and they just don't want, like, you know, they how they be like, oh, I'm taking this to the grave with me.
I mean,
It could be
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Hold on. But even if it is something that they're taking to the grave, necessarily in a relationship nor in a marriage, you shouldn't be taking shit to the grave. Like you should be able to tell your
Right.
person everything. Or
But
again,
if it don't involve the relationship, that type, like some shorties will be newsy to the point like they want to know what you really doing, all this shit outside of the relationship. Like,
y'all
not-
don't
not-
have those full level of conversations.
I'm
Because
saying,
I
like,
can say
felt okay.
in my relationship, I've had those full level of conversations. The problem was, like in two of my major relationships, the problem was the guys fully being transparent, having those conversations with me.
Right.
Now again, once you find out some shit, that shit like, oh no, this is a wrap. Because again, that wasn't something that should have been private. Like we literally should have like been like same way how I'm sitting here telling you like, whoa, let me tell you how this boy just tried to fuck. You should be able to tell me like, yo, why should Shorty was trying to suck my dick in the car? Like y'all should be able to have that full level of transparency, or
well,
y'all
on
shouldn't
that
be fucking
note,
with
on
each
that
other.
note, that's it. You know what
I
mean?
agree
Nigga
with that.
transparent with that.
Yeah, as far as that, I feel like too, some guys, well, some people, well, street guys, like if you're dealing with a street guy, some things are better left unsaid. Like if he's in the streets and he's doing a lot of street activities, me
Like,
personally,
some
I don't
sinister
want to
shit
know
you don't
about
want-
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
some
certain
sinister
stuff I
shit
don't
you
want to
don't
know.
know.
So I beg to differ. Like
If you out here shooting up the blocks, please don't tell me.
No, listen.
Please don't
No,
tell me.
As
You
a
let you
woman
know
that's
what
dealing
you
with a
getting into,
street
you feel
dude,
me?
you supposed to mind your like. If they tell you, you're supposed to like listen. But I wouldn't not want to know, and then the feds come busting your shit down. Like you supposed to be in the know, but as a woman that's dealing with a street man, you supposed to also know how to shut up.
That's true.
So I feel like in
That's
relationships, especially in those ones where as though it's like you dealing with a street nigga, yeah, you supposed to know everything, bitches and all, because this is the thing. If they out here doing a little bullshit,
I don't want to know
That-
about the crime activity though.
but you not knowing about that crime activity could be hit or miss. If your nigga get booked and he get indicted, let's say you do know a little bit about a little bit, but you don't know nothing about that. Like if that's your man, he's gonna protect you at all costs. But you knowing, I mean, I'm not telling nobody to lie, but however, that's a way for you to know how to protect your family.
Well, listen, on that topic, like that street shit, a motherfucker not telling you certain shit is protecting you type shit. You feel
Yeah,
me?
and then not only that,
It could
street
go-
niggas,
it
you're not
could-
supposed to bring that drama home. Nobody's supposed to know where you really live at.
Nobody is
Especially
supposed
where
to-
your family is.
No, so it's hit or miss with that. We done seen the best of the best street men get lined. Your woman is supposed to know what's going on. Like, because at the end of the day, God forbid if somebody do run up in a spot, you thinking everything is hunky-dory, you ain't gonna know to go grab the strap, like, cause you just like oblivious to it. Oh, I thought that was our friend. No, but if your man was telling you, no, that nigga on op behavior, you could protect your man.
I feel like my man.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
I
like,
feel like too, your man, if he all in the streets like that, he's gonna do his part too in protecting his family and making sure no drama or no harm come to them. For example, Lil Durk, he said none of his friends, none of his homies, none of anybody he dealt with, business wise, only people that come to his house is just family. Don't nobody know where he live at, where his family lay his head at, or like you see, like a street man, if he really do love his family, he gonna protect them and keep them far away from his bullshit as possible because he want his bullshit to affect him. If the love is real, if he truly cares.
I mean, it's 50-50. Like, both of y'all saying the right shit, bro. It's 50-50.
All right, example.
Cause I know it'll be much easier if the cops come. If I really don't know what's going on and the cops do come and pick me up, I'm like, listen, I really don't
you
know.
If you know a little bit too much, you might slip up. You might
I
not
might
know.
actually say
You
the
might not know. You
You're
saying
not
some shit, you feel me?
supposed to though. Like, but that's why it's definitely levels to dealing with a street dude. So it brings me to the next topic: examining your own behavior and unbiased communication, thoughts on transparency and privacy. What does examining your own behavior means when it comes to being transparent versus being private versus relationship, get to know someone in marriage? Now, y'all got some time to dialect, talk about it. Like, I want to know your opinion.
Can you repeat the question just one more time for me?
Okay, examining your own behavior and your own unbiased like thoughts on like transparency and privacy. What do you feel as though like what do you feel as though is acceptable?
Out of either or, transparency. and
For
privacy.
being transparent versus being private, is like when you meet someone, relationship, and also in marriage.
Well, me personally, when I do like, I feel like for me, like if I'm, like I said, like if I feel like the person, and like we gonna go out and we gonna do this, we're gonna, do the long run in a relationship. But like, me personally, I feel like I'm an open book when I know like, yeah, this is my person, he's for me, I'm for him. Then it's like, then I feel comfortable. Then I feel like I feel like my man, he would have to create that space, just like I would have to create that space for him.
I'm still trying to understand the question for you.
Huh?
I'm still trying to understand the question.
All right, so the
What does
question,
my behavior or my
No, it's supposed to be about something.
what does it mean your own behavior mean when it comes to privacy and transparency? I don't know. I'm gonna say just separating the bullshit from the real shit type shit. I mean, I don't know. I guess just the go enter the door, being transparent type shit, the privacy shit. I mean, all right, if I'm being transparent and I feel like you're not being transparent, some privacy settings might get cut on type shit, you feel me? I feel like it's not 50-50 type time.
so you believe in wasting your time then?
I mean, sometimes,
So you said sometimes.
And I feel like too, like you have to also be able to trust, make sure you like the trust is there
like when
with
you
your
when
person.
you investing in something, it might don't always hit, so you gonna waste your time with certain shit just to get a positive result. You feel me? You gotta waste some time, like not too much time. You feel me? You gotta know what's your little your deadline on playing with time type shit. You feel me? My joint might be shit a month or some shit. You feel me? Fucking with somebody, saying nothing changed or whatever. I might fall back type shit. You feel me?
Dom.
Well, for me, examining my own behaviors, I feel like when I think back on it, I feel like I could have been more transparent. I could have been more transparent. Honestly, I don't know. I don't even know. Can we skip this question to come back? 'Cause I gotta think about it a little bit.
Okay, so for myself, I'll go. That way it makes things easier for everybody. Um, I believe personally, like for me, it's never me because I'm an open book, and I'd rather be an open book and you
That's
see
basically
every
right?
last Gemini personality I have versus you thinking I'm some Susie homemaker, and then you turn to find out you like, wait a minute, this girl, like shit, she shade now today, like shit, it's hump day and the bitch's channel, like I'd rather a person know my full self.
Even when you waste your time though, right? Ain't you learning a lesson? You learning some type of lesson out that little
Yeah,
time we spent.
because every L is a lesson, even with dealing with people.
Don't regret shit, you feel me?
I feel like I eventually become an open book. I feel like, again, going back to topic one, it's layers, it's levels.
So
And it's not in a sense like that I'm playing, but it's like, as we're getting to know each other, that's me being transparent. That's like, you're going to be able to, because if you ask me a question, I'm going to be honest. And that's another thing that I wanted to say earlier. I think we should also walk into, well, then again, I was going to say, we should walk into like dates and stuff with your own personal list of questions as to what do I need to know or what do I want to know about this person in particular. Just like, I know Steve Harvey and all of them talk shows, they be saying, ask a man, well, what did he plan on doing with the rest of his life? Or what's his career
dates and all
goals?
that?
And yeah.
Go on dates, like, I'm going on a date with somebody, I already know all that shit, you feel me?
On
I
the
ain't-
first date,
Yeah, I already know all that shit.
You're
You already talking type shit. Like, I think I give you like a month or whatever.
so you take your girl out, her first date is after a month, so that means that first month is just y'all talking over the phone, getting to know each other,
Something like that.
and you don't see her within that
I mean, it been like
30-day
that. It's been
period.
like that for like 2 shorties so far. You feel me? Just talking. You know what I mean? Nothing sexual and all that. So it's like all the talking. I'm damn near know the motherfucker. You feel me? So of course we can do the date shit, but I don't know. I'm the type. I'm not going to just taking the bitch out. You feel me? And I don't really know the shit. I'm taking it as like. They just want some shit. They just want to eat. You feel me? They not really trying to. You feel me?
Oh, you can pick that up within the 30
They
days?
don't care about what you talk. They just trying to eat type shit.
And you
feel
could pick that up within the 30 days.
Yeah, cause I'm like if I'm talking to you on the phone type shit, it's not typical shit. You feel? I'm already testing to see like what
So,
type mind you got.
so
you
you
feel me?
already walking into
Like,
a situation.
I play heavy mind games. You feel me? So if I'm talking to you, I'm not just talking to you. You feel me? It's a purpose on all the questions, anything I'm saying to you, you responding back. There's a reason behind all that shit. You feel me? Like I said, if you got no ambition or spark, I'm falling back. You feel me? That's just like makes sense for it.
So, guys, like at the end of the day, basically with transparency versus privacy, I would definitely say everyone has to like just be mindful. Like, it's a fine line with being transparent and being private. Overall, like you'll learn a person by their character ethics, like socially, like what they're putting out within getting to know them. And in life, we sometimes have to just examine our own like behaviors if we want to be successful or if we want to just change the narrative of like the repeated cycle of just getting into like damaging and traumaful behaviors. So like just start by just like changing your own perception and like just be willing to like have those positive and healthy conversations in order for like like you to get exactly what you're speaking into the universe. Like I always tell like I tell my baby father, I tell you guys, like when we're having like our little pep talks, I manifest a lot. And what comes with manifestation is you actually like believe in what you say. You actually like you have to like live within that positive being. Now you could troll, you could do whatever it is that you want to do that's dumb when you're playing on social media. However, I do believe like time is definitely like a precious like tool with anyone. And the last thing you want to be out here doing is wasting somebody's time that you don't want to like be with. So we gonna wrap that up. Like, you know, we'll come back. You guys will know like our next topic would definitely be betrayal. And could you rebuild trust once it's damaged? Stay tuned with Talk Time with the Don Nelly and Friends. It's a wrap.
Hey, see y'all next episode.